All right, everyone. This week we got the one and only Ardalan. Artie has had a great career with Dirtybird and, kind of moving to his sound with the new whole disco housey stuff he's been doing. He's been doing for a while, even with Dirtybird as well. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. All right, Artie,
Hello.
how you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. It's later in the day now, 6 p.m. Not too bad. But yeah, we're just
This
talking about
616. Let's go.
yeah, talking about you just played SantaCon, and yeah, you're still in San Diego right now, getting ready for the next show
Yes.
here Friday with us. That'll be fun. Warehouse party. But yeah, I was talking about we had you on twice before at the venue we're at before. We had a weekly there. We had you play there twice as Artie or Ardalan, and then Diablo Disco Bar. But yeah, with that venue, we actually got shut down beginning of this year. We were there.
You guys got shut down again?
I want to say again, it was like,
Oh, sorry, not again. But I mean, there was never. It was. Wait, was it when Jake was playing?
yeah, the Lebelski show. That's when we shut down for good.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we got shut down. Then we were like, it was done. Code enforcement is there. Yeah, you guys are done. I was found out they never actually had their entertainment license. So yeah, they lied to me.
It was a cool, really cool spot.
Yeah, it's perfect right there in
There
downtown
was
Costa Mesa.
a gun store next door.
Again?
There was like a gun store
Yeah,
next
that was
door,
kind of
right?
weird. Yeah, we had you for the first
I,
Ardalan show. That was like their grand opening night. There's
I
like
mean,
massive like gun store, just like lights are all on. There's AKs on the walls.
yeah,
I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't think this should be like open, right? When we have like a nightclub going on here. It's kind of like weird.
it looked like Call of Duty in physical form. Just yeah,
Great.
crazy.
I think they just had like the grand opening, like, or they're getting ready for their grand opening the next day or something like that. And it's like, yeah, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. at night. All these guns are just being like, just
Wow,
a lot of
that's
fun, but yeah.
yeah. That was a interesting spot. But I, did you guys now moved it to? Or now we're doing a warehouse party.
Yeah, so pretty much, um, well, we have our voids, so it's kind of hard to find a venue that doesn't get sound complaints. So everything like Orange County or that area, Costa Mesa areas, there's residential everywhere. So it's kind of hard
Yeah, I mean,
to find a place that is not near residential or a place that doesn't have sound complaints, I guess. Well,
yeah, you got the NIMBYs,
yeah. So when we got shut down right at the end of that year, we had like 8 bookings, like touring acts that we had. I was like planning on going hard. I was going every Friday night. I was planning on doing a touring act rather than just doing like local nights. Um, and then so we had all these bookings. It was supposed to be at Social where Friday Night Weekly was, and then yes, we had 8 bookings when we got shut down. I needed a new place to have the event before I either lose all that money or reschedule. I had to reschedule in 2 shows, which
oh wow.
wasn't too bad, but still was really stressful.
I mean, it's nice. I respect the effort of making a good party happen. Especially in Orange County and the area that you have a lot of residents.
Yeah, Orange County.
Older residents. So it's like trying to bring music to areas that you normally don't get it. Not that you don't normally get it, but
Yeah, I mean,
good music, good culture. So it's like it's really awesome. So I
yeah,
appreciate that
I mean, Orange
you're
County
doing
is very family oriented rather than like LA or San Diego. It's a lot bigger of a party scene, I guess you could say. So I mean, we're like Loco Disco is like one of the only promoters booking touring talent. I'm like the only like small promoter, I guess you could say. I mean, you got like Time Nightclub, which Insomniac does events there, but they do everything from hip hop, some house events, and they have like brat rave and stuff like that. But there's also the
Right
Circle too, which Circle does like they'll do house
Yeah.
beats every once in a while, but they do mostly like rhythm and like dubstep, which I'm not about.
I'm attempting to make like a rhythm track because Mary Droppins was telling me that there's some type of instrument that I really use on Ableton
What instrument is
and
it?
Reason. Well, it's like a synth that I use for Reason.
Okay.
It's like a soft, and I was like, oh, really? So I'm like, okay, cool. I can try and make it with the tools that I usually use to make music. So, which is really fun.
Yeah. So you're gonna like,
Um,
start making. You're gonna try to make rhythm, or I guess.
yeah, I like to challenge myself in every possible way, and
Yeah.
being ADHD, I think challenge and stress, makes the wheels turn
Yeah.
for creativity in some
Definitely. No,
ways.
you learn
Crazy.
from other genres and stuff. But
But yeah,
yeah, Alyssa, Mary Joplin, she's making some pretty cool stuff. More like the experimental bass stuff.
yeah, hell yeah,
She's great.
really dope, really really great.
But yeah, I don't want to talk about like you've been touring for. I mean, how long have you been a professional DJ? I guess you say.
I've been a professional DJ for 14 years now.
14 years, really? Oh my god. Okay, I thought it was like
14 or
so. When
yeah, which is
let's go back to then. Like, when did you get your start? Like, I've heard
I got my
some
start.
back in the day.
Yeah, I got my start basically when I produced Mr. Spock.
Is that your alias?
With,
Or no?
no, that's the track
That's
that I produced.
okay.
Yeah, with Justin Martin,
Okay.
and yeah, we made that back in 2010. So I was I was 20 years old. And it was like the first song that I ever released.
Really?
And yeah, and it was the biggest song, one of the biggest songs I've ever released, and really started everything. And I remember I made this with Justin, and we got it released on Dirtybird. Claude Von Stroke did the art. He just drew it.
Oh no way.
Super DIY. Old school Dirtybird. And yeah, so and I was like, you know what? My dream was to have a release on Dirtybird Records. Ever since I started going to the Golden Gate Park parties and became friends with Justin, and I just thought this was the coolest thing ever, and it's just such a awesome atmosphere, and with music in Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, it was just
What year? What year was that? When those parties?
This is like 2007.
Okay.
2007, 2008, which seems like 17 years ago. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, I just remember I was working at Cold Stone, and then I skipped work and I went to my first Dirtybird. I think it was one of the first Dirtybird parties that I went, and then like the next day I got fired and for skipping work, and then I made a record with Justin, and now we're here. So I mean, it's I'm very grateful. I'm very appreciative of.
So 2010.
Everything.
Okay. So it's like
It was
back then. Like that's like when like electronic music was like first blowing up in America. So you were like, touring then, or
I started touring like about a year after that.
okay, 2000.
I wasn't really DJing. I mean, I was DJing. But I wasn't. I was making mixes, and I was making mixes and DJing like house parties. It's actually funny. I made that record, and then I went and played it at my friend's house when I lived in San Jose, and then I sent it to Justin, and Justin just made it so much more. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, my version was 10 minutes long. I had like 3 breakdowns and just like, but he saw the magic in it, which I'm really, and he made it into like something that was, which was really, really awesome.
This is awesome. He's like, let me mess with it. And you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And yeah, my dream was to just have a release on Dirtybird. I was like, wow, this is the biggest dream. I even have a video of it. The first time he dropped it at a Sunset Sound System party, which Sunset parties in San Francisco are legendary parties
Is that
from
the
Galen and Solar.
what?
Yeah, which I started going to those parties and the Dirtybird barbecue parties around the same time.
Yeah.
After going to Dirtybird party actually, and then he was playing this day party out in like it was in like a IMAX theater, like such a really cool place to throw a party in downtown SF.
Really? What part?
And I just remember I have the recording somewhere, but I just remember recording it with my like iPhone 2 or whatever. And it's just you can hear like this, it's just the bass was so loud it just couldn't even go through the speaker, and I'm just like hearing your track play for the first time, it's like one of the most amazing feelings. Honestly, it's still the same feeling,
Yeah.
when you have someone, whoever plays your music. I think it feels it's a great feeling. Besides making it, like having, other DJs or other people play it, like and then hearing it, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome.
So when you made that track, did you make it for Dirtybird? Like you were like, oh, this is the track I want to make for Dirtybird, or it was just like all creative flow? You made it like
I mean, yeah, it's a good question. I think I was attempting to make it for Dirtybird, but I just remember the first person to send it to was Justin,
yeah,
because he's like my hero. Like I really love, like I like when I started listening to Dirtybird, like his sound was I really gravitated to it. So for sure, I was really inspired by his. The first album I heard, the first song I ever obviously heard was Deep Throat by Claude, which was incredible, and
yeah.
that came out in 2005. And I was listening to that. I found that when I was living in Iran as a 16-year-old, so which is crazy. I had friends send it to me, and then like on a CD before I moved to the States, and then I moved to San Jose, and then I ended up going to the Dirtybird park parties, and it was like I was not 21, and they had like free day parties, and it just yeah, it was awesome. And I ended up just making yeah, was really just took all that in. And but yeah, Justin's sound was really like what got me really into it as much, with the way I started producing music. And so I guess, yeah, to answer your question.
Yeah, yeah. Because I feel like my problem with like releasing music and stuff is like I'll make a track and I'll send some labels, and they'll be like, "Oh, it doesn't fit our sound." I'm like, "Okay, let me make a track that does fit your sound." And it's like, "Oh, no, this track sounds too similar." I'm like, "Which one is it?" Like, like I'm trying to be different, but I still have like I'm still trying to like have my own sound or twist on it. But yeah,
Yeah, it's nice to get inspiration and a form and for producing. I think just it's getting inspiration and then using that to put your own magic to it is it's just fun, as long as it's fun.
yeah.
And
I feel
I
like
just figured,
I make my best tracks just like oh, I want to make something like this, and like it starts flowing, and I can make a track
yeah,
30 minutes to an hour. I'm like, oh, this is so good, but then I can't get those tracks signed. I feel like I need
yeah,
my own personal brand or whatever.
yeah. In that case, it's like it's something that I've been meaning to do at some point, is to start my own label, because I do have a lot of music that
Yeah.
I just don't think it has a place. It's I mean, in the same ways, I think there's always you can always find a home. There's always gonna be someone that will
Yeah,
gravitate toward.
yeah, definitely, and that's all, I'm kind of thinking about doing that
But
too because I have like with my brand Loco Disco. I have, I mean, I could if I wanted to, I could start a record label, but I don't even know where to start. I've been talking to some people. They said it's not too complicated, but still, it's like another thing to.
I mean, it's a lot. It's definitely a commitment starting a
Yeah,
label. That's why I
I mean,
haven't haven't put a full commitment to it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna start a label.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's just create an account. It's not. It's definitely a lot more than that. And it's you're
yeah.
creating a baby and you want to do it right, and like very just carefully curated and with the art and everything. So it's like I've just put that in the back burner until I finish all the music that I've been meaning to finish, including my album.
Okay,
And
you're working on
then
all three now.
yes, I've been working on it for the last year and a half,
Okay,
and well, actually longer than that, 2 years.
nice.
But
Yeah.
hopefully release it next year.
What when do you plan on releasing it in the beginning of the year, or like no plan yet?
When I'm fully done with it, that's when I get it like to that point where it's um I'm just aiming to release it sometime before 2026.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't
I'm dying.
rush it. Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, it's just the last teeny weeny 10% left. So, which is always the part that like is
Yeah. um.
this
So,
big mountain.
so yeah. You're from Iran. Did you and your whole family move out here to San Francisco at first?
Uh, no, I've moved here back, and I've been going a lot back and forth.
Oh no, no problem. Okay.
My parents live here. They live in Iran, and I moved when I was very young in the 90s when I was a kid, and then I moved back. I kept moving back and forth from the Bay Area to Iran. And there was a point where I actually lived in Orange County for like 3 months
Okay. We're about
in Turtle Rock. And
Turtle Rock in Orange County. No.
yeah, I went to Turtle Rock, the like elementary school for like
Oh,
3 months.
elementary. What city?
Turtle Rock?
I don't think there's a Turtle Rock in Orange County.
Oh, there's definitely a Turtle Rock.
No.
There isn't? No, there is.
That might be San Diego.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood in Irvine.
Oh, Irvine. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Turtle Rock, Irvine. It's a neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very cute neighborhood. But yeah, we left back, and then for between I don't know when that was. Wow,
You said elementary school.
that was in elementary school. So yeah, late 90s, which is crazy. And then I moved to the Bay Area when I was in high school, and I was in San Jose, and then I moved to San Francisco in 2012, and then I moved to Los Angeles about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually,
I remember that.
sorry, a year and a half
Are you still living with Daniel?
ago. I don't know.
No. I thought weren't you or no?
We were living together.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Daniel uh, went on tour around the world.
He went on tour. Yeah, dude, he's crazy, man. I could really,
He's a legend.
I could really, I could really even go to one festival. Like,
Yeah, shout out to Daniel though. I love him.
I'm 31 and I do a
No, I mean he's literally like the energy that he has is just it's awesome. It's amazing. I need that energy right now.
Yeah,
He's determined, which is great.
yeah. He's still doing it. I can't. I'm 31.
Body.
He has kids. He has 2 kids, and he's still able to do it.
Yeah. No, shout out to Daniel though. He is definitely an awesome friend and has helped me through the ways.
Yeah. So you moved out here with your family back and forth. What do your parents think of you being a DJ at first?
Um, I think they were really actually supportive
Really?
because they saw that I mean I was producing and DJing at the same time and seeing the effect that it had and how how I mean I went to college and I got my degree while I started professionally DJing. So I did get my degree.
What were you?
Not that, but so I'm sure they were really stoked after that.
Yeah. What were you studying?
Well, initially I wanted to do automotive industrial design. I always had an interest in cars and with sketch cars as a kid, and I really wanted to get into design. And then I started making music. My dad plays a saxophone, so music was always a part of our life, and
Yeah.
I always had a thing for it. And just listening to so many different types of music, between Iranian music, Persian music, and West Coast hip hop to like Daft Punk, like everything in a cassette. People had mixtapes back then, and yeah.
Have you ever?
But yeah, my parents have been supportive since the beginning, and I'm
That's good.
very thankful for that.
Yeah. Same with my parents. Um,
It's really amazing
have you ever
to
like
have that.
incorporated like Persian or Iranian music into like a house beat?
Yeah, I'm planning. I'm finally planning. I've done it before, but
Nothing
I'm
released.
finally gonna. I have something. I mean, I've made something actually way back in the day before I made Spock. Right before I made Spock, and I never released it. It's an edit. I might have to release it now.
Yeah.
I made it like in 2009, but what's it called? Yeah. So but then my with my new album and new music that I'm working on, I'm gonna be uh going that direction as well and going to the roots.
Nice. With your album, I'm not sure if it's like too premature. Do you have like a label already set for that, or
Not yet, no,
okay?
because it's still in the later stages.
Yeah.
It's been for way too long. So I mean, making albums is always like a. It's definitely like it's a story.
Yeah.
So every it's just a big story. And my first album was also a story, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, when I make music, I just really just take everything that I'm feeling in my life, and it's just that, and that's how I speak. I feel like that's how I can obviously express myself in
Yeah.
ways where I can't really express my words. It's like the feelings of all those times is just stamped into the music,
Yeah.
and also and also the people that are part of that story are part of the music in some ways, and they're in it, especially for my first album. And in some ways that's a journey and a story, and that can relate to what I'm doing, and also people take it in their own way as well.
When did you put out that first album?
In 2019, actually,
Okay.
in November, on my 30th birthday. Yeah.
Not too long ago.
And not too long ago, but right before the pandemic. So
For that.
um yeah, it was pretty crazy. I remember I had like 1 month to finish the album before I hit the deadline, and then I had to move out of my apartment in SF.
Everything's happening
I,
at once. Or oh my god.
I had to, yeah, and all the pressure just boiled down, and I just went, you know.
Yeah, locked in.
Did
Finished it.
that.
What label was that on?
That's on Dirtybird.
It was on Dirtybird. Okay. Okay.
And then I released a really incredible remix album for it back in 2021, or still 2020. Actually, it was during the pandemic, and it was incredible having such a roster of people. DJ Dion did a remix. Rest in peace. DJ Minx, Soul Clap, Kyle Watson, Justin J, DJ Glenn. I feel like,
Oh yeah, you got
yeah.
everything on there. So yeah, an album. That's how many tracks are you working on for that? For this one, I guess.
I have about 256. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I have about 11 to 12 tracks for it right now.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
that's
but I'm still, but I feel like my story hasn't finished yet.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's even though it's been 2 years, I feel like the story there's still some time. There's still some more to say
Yeah.
before I wrap it up.
So you might include a couple more tracks in there.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, it's been a very roller coaster of a year, and I ended up making some new stuff, and I'm really excited to have like some of my heroes on this album.
Are you allowed to say who's on the album?
Yeah, I guess I am allowed to. Am I?
Who is it?
Well, some of it is not. I mean, for sure, I have Egyptian Lover on one of the singles.
No way. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
We're gonna book him. One of our
and
time next.
oh, you definitely should.
Yeah.
He is incredible, and just yeah, like when actually the really crazy cool thing about it was that he, I made the beat and sent it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, this is dope," and came through and recorded him in a live studio out in Tarzana with Jean Michel, who's helping me write the album, who's helped me write the album, and yeah, he actually wrote the lyrics. He had it like drawn. He did like a graffiti drawing of the track title, which is called Club Tarzalan, which is Ardalan and Tarzana, where I was making the album.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool to have a physical form of, of the making of the album. And it's funny because I framed it and I haven't released the album yet.
Yeah.
So, but every day I'm working on it. I look at that and I'm just like, we got to finish this album.
Yeah. Good reminder.
And we're actually performing in San Francisco for Breakfast of Champions. It's a new day.
Is that what you guys did the collab post today?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
So it's going to be really, really awesome, and to go back to the hometown.
It was like it's an outdoor party, right?
What's that?
It's an outdoor party?
Yeah, it's going to be really, 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 really cool. It's going to be on this insane stage that Great Northern has put together, Micah from Great Northerns, and among other people. That it's really incredible. It's like a very dope San Francisco event. It's like it's like the heart of San Francisco scene. So I'm really excited to be there.
I've never really. I mean, I've been up to San Francisco a couple times, but never for like any type of event, like any type of like dance music event. It's always up there for like, I don't know, quick vacation with the family or something.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's great stuff there.
Yeah.
There's so many.
That's what
It's a really, really awesome city. So
that's what we need. A lot of county is like outdoor venues. I feel like we have. I mean, we have the beach. There's a bunch of beach venues. I feel like needs to be more. With like LA,
yeah.
San Diego, San Francisco too. I'm guessing just like so many spots to have an event. I feel like we're very limited here. That's why there's not many promoters.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, in with Orange County, just since it's more residential.
Yeah,
but it's always fun playing in Orange County. I actually really love playing in Orange County.
You played, yeah. Josh Billings would book you. You played with him right after COVID.
I played with him, and also Nonfiction.
Yeah, he's playing with us same night.
But the first, which I'm really excited about, and Kinderella, who's also a homie.
Okay, Danielle.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that. Yeah, excited for this Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first place I ever DJ'd in Orange County, or it's actually the first place I ever played in SoCal. I played actually before I played in LA. I played in Orange County, was in Loco.
Oh, with MDA. Yeah.
Yeah, MDA.
Yeah, you were in the little underground steakhouse, right?
Yeah. It's just we ate like a crazy steak, and then and then just like played in that cave.
Yeah, that's such a cool. I used to love going there. I've tried to hit her up to do events there, like post COVID. I've probably hit her up like 10 times now. She just does not want to get back into like events. which is kind of weird. I think she just wanted to do house music, but she said it wasn't financially doable. Yeah, you just need like 2, 3 bartenders and a manager, maybe a couple of security guards. I mean, the margins for drinks is great. I mean, why would you not want to do it? Being the promoter is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she won't. She won't let us do events as much as I want to, though. Yeah, that venue is so cool.
Yeah. It is actually really dope. Maybe someday.
And, yeah,
Maybe next year.
maybe, yeah, who knows? Um, so you did with MDA. How? What year was that?
I think that was like 2012.
Really? Yeah, they're doing events for a while. Same with Focus. I mean, Focus. I think
Seems like
I was told Focus is like the longest running like small promoter, like America or something. I don't know if that's true. I need to check
no way.
something like that because
I mean, they've been doing it for a while, huh? Yeah, I mean,
he was going for. I
awesome.
mean, it's 17 years till COVID hit, or something like that. 16 years. It's crazy. But yeah.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
you're working on this album. It's a lot to make an album. That's a lot of work. What's like your like schedule to make music, or do you have a schedule, like, or you just start making music whenever?
I did have a schedule for a while, and then
What is
it
that
fell.
like? Do you like wake up?
Oh no, I have a schedule for the most part. It's um I took a break from working on the album,
Yeah,
and just because while I was working on it, I was living in San Francisco, but I was working on it in LA, and I feel like I needed to move to LA to work on it and just be grounded. So like I had a period of time where I needed to just stay to like readjust, and I decided to move down here. And
that was from San Francisco.
yeah, and I hadn't moved in 12 years. It was like the first place I moved. I mean, it was just moving from the Bay Area, like before the Bay Area, I was living in Iran. So
Yeah,
just moving to LA from San Francisco was like a really huge deal for me. So like, because I just felt like San Francisco was such a home for me,
yeah,
and I have trouble letting go.
yeah.
And so it took me a while, and then I moved to the west side of LA to yeah, and to Marina Del Rey,
Yeah.
and awesome. I love it. I love the whole Marina Del Rey Venice area, which has been amazing.
Yeah, it's nice down there.
It's super awesome. But it took me a minute to adjust, so it took me a while. So I just had to put the album on a pause. And yeah, but I've just been making so much music nonstop. I just haven't prepared to release it. I'm just holding on to so much music, and I was just like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm gonna, it still needs some work here and there. I've just second guessed myself
Yeah.
all year, and but now I'm starting to get back into the groove. And yeah, so my schedule for music is just right now, I'm just working nonstop all through the holidays.
Okay. So is it like you wake up and
I'm
start making music, or do you have like a routine how that works
Yeah,
daily?
honestly, like some of the best times I work on music, I just literally just wake up and I just work on my laptop
Yeah.
in bed.
No speakers, just off the laptop.
Yeah,
I've
but
heard.
sometime, but 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 on a normal schedule, I wake up, I take my supplements,
Yeah,
I take my ashwagandha. I don't know how to say it actually.
ashwagandha, I think it
Take
is.
my lion's mane, all my supplements and vitamin C, and just have a nice cup of matcha or coffee and go for a nice walk, and then and
Yeah, that's how I start my day. I wake up, gotta walk this guy.
that's
Gotta
awesome.
get your sunlight out. Gotta get your sunlight.
Oh, dude.
This guy just start pooping everywhere. I feel bad. He's a psychopath. My brother, he had a little terrier he found. And at first I was like, get rid of the dog. Why would you just get a dog from the street? Like, yeah, you don't know what's up with that dog. And then I met the dog. I'm like, oh, it's the coolest dog ever. And it was so calm and sweet and like nice. And I'm like, oh, I want my own terrier. But yeah, he had the dog for a while. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a terrier. Like, I'm in a condo. I don't have a backyard, so I was like, okay, I need a dog that's like calm, small dog. So I bought this Jack Russell Terrier poodle mix.
Oh, what an amazing mix.
And then because it was just like I saw pictures and I was doing my research and everything, but for some reason I didn't do much research on this type of dog. And then like a week into having the dog, I was like, this dog's kind of crazy. It just got crazier and crazier. I was telling people about it. I'm like, yeah, like what kind of dog is it? I'm like, oh, it's a Jack Russell Terrier poodle. They're like, oh, Jack Russell Terrier. I'm like, yeah, why? They're like, dude, those dogs are crazy. I'm like, what? I'm like,
they have Jack Russells and Terriers both have really amazing character.
Yeah,
so.
No idea. They were extremely excited all the time. So I can't even have people over because he'll just be like nonstop, like harassing people, but in a good way, but just still really annoying to people.
Just loves people. That's great.
Oh my god, yeah, loves way too much. Right now he's chewing on my little hood thing right now. He won't stop. Super cute though.
Really cute. Yeah. Having a pet or a dog is awesome. I wish I could have one. I will want to have one eventually.
It's
or a cat.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
It's like I had my beach party, or I've had beach parties where they're pretty much like all day, like 10 hours. And it's like sometimes I can't get someone to watch my dog. So I just put like pee pads out. It's happened like once or twice, but put pee pad out and like a bunch of food and water. And it was good all day, but there's like usually like poop somewhere in my house after those days.
Oh.
Yeah, Cut Snake said he played one of them this past
year. That was so much fun.
You were there? No.
Wait, for the Oceanside, his party?
No. We had like a beach club event. Oh yeah, you played his party. I was saying when I had that.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, yeah, that looked really amazing. That looked dope.
I was really surprised. Yeah, it turned out. It was like super scary. I spent like an insane amount of money to throw the party. Like I had to do like so much extra stuff to pay for. Like I had to pay for the overhang. What do you call it? The tent. The shading.
Yeah.
I had to pay for like fencing. I paid for all this extra stuff, and I like a bunch of people working. Like I was like way over expenses, but then it turned out I just pretty much told myself I'm gonna throw like the best party I can possibly here, and then yeah, we like completely overdid it, and there was like close to 1,000 people just on the beach, this little beach venue with like the dance. It was just like a blank sand area at this little like pop-up bar. I don't even know what concession stand. So like, okay, we have a stage right here. And I built out like a little pop-up stage. But yeah, it was like by far one of the best parties. Yeah, Cut Snake was.
Dude, yeah, it looked incredible.
Cut Snake, shaded, and it was like so last minute because like
Sasha as well.
Sasha, yeah, it was so last minute because I was trying to plan it from starting December for last summer, so I had like 6 months to plan for it with like all the bookings and everything, and like we got like the go-to like from the venue owner in May. I was like, dude, I got like 40 days. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, all right, let me see what I could do. And then so we got Cut Snake, shaded, and Sacha body all last minute. I think we had Sacha. Is it Sacha or Sasha? Sacha.
Sasha.
Is it
Sasha Rabat?
Okay. And then pulled through. Cut Snake was like, I tried to book Cut Snake so many times.
Really?
Yeah, and they never got the go to. I was like offering the fee too. Maybe I lowballed a couple times, but anyhow.
Yeah, huge love for Lee. We played back to back. He had a Santa. He was wearing a Santa outfit, and I was the Grinch.
Yeah, I saw those videos.
That was super fun.
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that part is like, yeah, super last second, but made it all work out. But yeah, so I mean, what like I know you're kind of last few releases. I feel like you're doing a lot more like what do you call it, like disco house kind of stuff, or what would you say that is?
Uh, I'm just doing almost just making everything. I don't I haven't had any. I mean, I'm doing like I just don't have a preference of what I'm making, but but yeah, I think for the album mostly I was just, I mean, it's just a little bit of everything, just, making a salad
Is there
of,
emphasis on any type of sound for your
yeah,
album?
emphasis on a lot of, I guess, disco, Italo, but also like house music and techno and Detroit influences, Chicago influences, Bay Area influences. I'm just taking all of that and just putting my own spin to it in some ways. And
What's the style that you and Egyptian Lover made?
I think it has more of a freestyle
That's what I was thinking.
80s Miami kind of bass, but also really West Coast vibe to it. And yeah, definitely definitely has that old school 80s influence, but with a new school twist.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I'm excited to hear. I want to hear that track.
Yeah.
You guys done with it?
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
I think it's pretty done. Yeah, you'll probably hear it on Friday.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm worried about the
Yes.
voids, but I think we should be okay. There's no residential nearby,
Okay, great.
but yeah, they've had events there before.
Headlining. Just kidding.
Cool. So yeah, here we go. Another question. Um, I feel like ever since COVID, I feel like releasing music has changed, especially with like content, like social media and stuff like that.
Yeah,
What are your
sure.
thoughts on that? Because back before COVID, I feel like content was becoming a thing with like releases and stuff. I feel like back then, like before a few years before COVID, it's like you could just like upload to SoundCloud and start like getting a bunch of plays and stuff. Um,
Yeah, I think it just all it's just having, I mean, I think it just depends on where you release it, if you're self-releasing it, if you're releasing it with a big label or small label, or even if you're doing it your own way. There's always a way to just get something and have it, I guess, you know. I mean, I feel like for me it's like whether I'm releasing it with a big label or myself or anything, I always want to have some kind of, I feel like it definitely matters to have some emphasis on content,
yeah, no, definitely.
but obviously it only matters, but that's also something that it's like, if the music it's so good by itself too,
You don't need to do much.
but it's at some point, yeah, it's a, when it comes to social media, it's a confusing, I mean, I like to do it in a way, even I like to do it in a way where it's obviously where it makes me happy to do it and not necessarily for the algorithm, whether I want to be kind of, using humor or be artistic, um but or maybe just be consistent with it, which is something that I'm not. I just always have different ideas. For me it's like with music, it's just, I just love making music. For me, just being fun, having fun is like my number one favorite currency to do whatever I'm doing, whether I'm making videos, whether I'm trying to, do content and not. It just comes to me in such an instantaneous way. I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, my dog was
Instantaneous.
barking like crazy trying to go outside.
It's okay. No worries. Anyway, but yeah, I guess, content helps a lot in some ways, but I think it's all about the art and the music, and then from that, you have visual art that can be content as well. There's always an interesting way to do it. I think.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many different ways, and I feel like there's like this new era of people releasing music, just going like super heavy on like TikTok or like Instagram Reels, and like
Yeah.
just from like a simple video. Like I know I saw this one local DJ. He's doing really good with the content stuff, and he's getting good plays on his stuff. And I think it's because of like the reels and stuff. Um,
Yeah, totally.
like he has like nothing crazy on a follower, but one of his videos got like 1,200 likes, like 500 DM sends, which is really good for just like a video of him just like playing a track to a crowd. Like put some like little caption on top, and then just hit the algorithm good, I guess. But he's like constantly doing that. I'm not sure if he's doing it on TikTok. I'm guessing he is.
Yeah, I mean, that's yeah, just that's the thing. It's like when you're consistent with it, you can get really. It's just consistency is obviously everything.
Yeah,
Doesn't I don't think it represents the art specifically, or the art of music. If but maybe it's in some ways, some aspects. There's like the music is really good also, and you're also consistent with social media. You have the best combo and being successful. So
I feel
I don't you know
I feel like with that,
it's crazy though.
yeah, I feel like going that direction, just like pumping out reels and TikToks, like it inflates your numbers though when it comes to like streams
Yeah,
and plays and stuff. So it's like doesn't translate to ticket sales at all. Like there's this one
really. Yeah,
doesn't know. Like there's this one
yeah,
producer DJ.
totally.
He's doing pretty good right now. He's just kind of coming up and coming right now. But like he has like I don't know, like close to like 1 million monthly followers on Spotify, but he's not on like the same spectrum as like artists that have the same amount of monthly followers, but they're like huge. But he's still like a small DJ, which is crazy because like so it doesn't really translate to ticket sales, which is like the main thing. Um, so it's kind of I don't know. I think pros and cons to it. So I feel like yeah, there's also like a lot of people that pump out those like reels, get a bunch of like plays and likes and stuff. But then when they post like new track out, they get like 57 likes or something like that. So I feel like maybe you got to be like personal with those reels. I don't know. It's all new.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it does feel a little disconnected with social media, obviously,
Yeah,
but also it seems like it helps people that need it helps people get further that are up and comers, but also at the same time, yeah,
I still feel like you got to like focus on.
it's a lot. It's overwhelming. It's I wish I could just disconnect from everything and just.
I feel like it's more marketing content rather than the actual music now, which is
I
unfortunate.
agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%. It's it's definitely different. I got to experience like the tail end before Instagram and social media took over everything.
so Instagram came out like 2013. Were you
Yeah,
promoting on what was it MySpace back then, like 2010, or what was it?
I guess I was just promoting on Facebook,
Facebook
but
was a thing then. Yeah, it was
yeah,
on Facebook.
I was promoting on Facebook. I think that's what we were promoting on. I remember. Wow. And I didn't really start promoting on Instagram until like 2015, I think, or 2014.
Yeah, I remember when Instagram
20,
first came out. It's like, oh, it's like a photo sharing app. I'm like, okay, let's download. Took a picture. I was in Santa Barbara. Just took a picture
yeah,
of you.
now it's an extra organ of the human body.
Yeah, seriously,
Just
that's
really scary
a
to
whole
think,
nother beast now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's like it's really easy to just fall in the doom scrolling. Like I try to wake up and not literally automatically you just
Started
stay away from it.
scrolling. Yeah, dude, I have that same problem. Like I'll just like check some messages to make sure I don't miss anything. Hopefully everyone's alive or something's going wrong. And then next thing I notice, I'm like 20 minutes. I'm just on Instagram Reels, just going swiping. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh my god, I gotta get up. They,
Yeah,
I wonder, is there a way to take off like Reels on Instagram? I think there would be.
I'm not sure.
Not a bad idea. Pop a Zen.
Yeah, that would be great.
You do Zens?
Sometimes.
I used to vape. It was like one of my parties. I was like, kind of want to get one of those things people are like smoking. Pretty cool. Not to say it's cool, but I mean, I was like, so I just bought one at the smoke shop, the same place at Social, um, and I was like, smoking. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. And then like 3 months later, it's like every day. And then like I remember I forgot it at my house. I was driving somewhere. I'm like, where's my vape? And I was like sweating. I was like, oh my god, I have a problem. By far, the vape was like the hardest thing to quit, like out of everything in my life. But the Zens are, I don't know. I haven't tried quitting this yet. Maybe I should.
Yeah,
But they're
it's
so
better. It's
clean.
better than smoking and vaping, though.
Yeah, it's super clean.
It's on a yeah.
It's like pure nicotine and just like the
There's
flavoring.
there is like what's it called? Like toothpicks, like nicotine toothpicks now.
Really, I wonder how well those actually do. Have you had one?
I had one.
Where'd you get that from? I never heard of
Lebelsky.
that.
Yeah, they're pretty good actually.
Yeah, that was that Lubelski show. That's one that got shut down. Yeah, still need to get him back. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Are where does Lubelski live? He's not in LA.
He lives in LA. We actually we we do music. When we do music, we're called Cabana Boys.
Cabana Boys.
Yeah.
I feel like have I heard that before? Have you guys played as Cabana Boys before?
Only once at Dirtybird camping, but maybe we'll do a beach party.
Yeah, yeah. And then me and hit the venue up to do beach parties again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when it's not winter. But yeah,
yeah. The winter slow time. I feel like there's still a good amount of events though going on. I feel like is there ever not like a festival season or what?
mm,
January I feel like it's like the slowest month.
totally.
That's when you got to do like the sober month. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, for the most part.
Is it like a certain time or just do it randomly?
I do it. I go. I did a lot of it this year for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I would do it like
And
once a year. I would go for like 30 days or like I'll do like the 75 hard thing. That's like doing that is like so much stuff to do.
yeah,
Have you heard of that program thing?
what's the program?
75 hard.
No, actually.
It's just like you have to work out twice a day. You have to read, drink a gallon of water, and it's like other stuff. And it's like, dude, it's like sometimes I don't have the time to work out twice a day.
Yeah, that's discipline right there.
They get pretty jacked after the 75 days though, which is good.
That's awesome. It's very David Goggins
Yeah,
vibes.
just listen to his podcast.
I mean, that's what 2025 probably is looking like. I think, for me and working on everything that I'm working on.
Yeah, people always.
I want to start the year very strong, 2025.
Yeah, no, it's always good. Just do a sober
I'm
cleanse.
planning. Yeah, just doing anything I can to finish music and focus on music. And that's why I'm wrapping up the rest of my 2024 besides the warehouse party and also playing in Seattle this Saturday.
Oh, nice. Is that
with the Pesner
what
and
promoter? The club?
Michael Manhan, who's a legend.
Okay, I don't even know.
Really awesome, really, really, really awesome dude. I'm really excited for that. And then I'm just gonna wrap up as much music as I can, and yeah, start 2025 with a bang.
Yeah, start off strong
with bangers.
with
Actually,
bangers. Start with a bang with bangers.
25 is the year of bangers.
uh, yeah, we're trying to look for our own venue. I want since there's like no venues here too. Ever since like COVID, like a bunch of them shut down. And even like more started shutting down. Like there's a place with like two venues, and I'm not sure if they started doing construction, but now they're putting an apartment complex there. So it's like two more venues down. So I'm trying to find a place to sign my own lease, which is scary.
Yeah.
But I think it's very doable because before COVID, I mean you had Focus and MDA running every Tuesday night and every Wednesday night, and they were running for what 10+ years each. So I feel like if I have my own club for Friday, Saturday nights, that should definitely work out. You would think, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
That's um yeah, that's, I mean, the fact that you're finding venues out here to do it is pretty awesome. It's not easy. So
Not at all.
putting the work in, and I respect that.
Yeah. As of right now, yeah, we only have a monthly at the Wayfair. Have you been there before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's like one of the, I would say only music venues. But yeah, one of the only, I guess. There's a couple other ones in like South Orange County or Costa Mesa, HB area. So we have a monthly there, which I feel like one monthly show a month is really slow for a 300 cap venue.
Yeah.
So I need to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been a gnarly year,
Yeah.
but
It's been crazy for us. I mean,
I can imagine.
got shut down and then booking all the. So we were like like more of like a pop up. I mean, we are a pop up, but yeah, once we didn't have our Friday night weekly, we're just going to any venue possible that works. Um, a lot of them worked. Some, I mean, I would say most of them didn't work, but I mean, we're able to do a good show though, which is what matters most. Yeah, right now just got the weekly. We were supposed to have your show at Muldoon's, and since it was in Newport, I guess we're following like the sound code enforcement, so we didn't go. We're not doing shows there anymore.
Yeah. No sound cord enforcement.
Yeah, probably not best not to do events in Newport Beach. The laws there are very strict. I mean, just
Yeah, I can
a
imagine.
bunch of old people complaining. Like you have to have a permit to dance. There's like some restaurants or bars that if you start dancing, the managers say, "Hey, no dancing." What? That's like a real thing in
Really?
Newport.
For real? Is
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah,
that even legal?
yeah. It's illegal to dance at most establishments in Newport.
Is that like one of those laws where it's like it's illegal to dance after like 12 a.m.? Like there's some random laws in like somewhere in America.
In Newport, it's 24 hours. You're not allowed to dance it.
You're not allowed to dance for 20 like ever in Newport Beach or in Newport.
Like any type of like restaurant, you have to have you have to have a dancing permit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I guess they got that passed. A bunch of old people didn't like people dancing.
That's I mean that makes sense for
The old people.
I mean I'd assume the old people would be dancing, after a few drinks, so just
Yeah,
maybe they need to listen to some good music.
yeah. That's what we do. It should bring us back, man.
Exactly. Should just throw a rave for the city of Newport and get the dudes, or maybe it's time to get I forgot what their names are, who they would go to this. I just forgot their names, but they go to like the council,
Oh, it's
like
like
they go to
Chad
San
and like
Clemente.
Brad or something.
Yeah, we need Chad and Brad
Yeah, those guys
at the
from Huntington.
at the next yeah at the next Newport function.
They do it with who's that? That Republican fighter, something Ortiz. Chaz.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw one of their videos.
I love.
I saw one of their videos, and like he starts talking. He's like, "So we're at the local skate park," and then like right, he's doing his bit, and then one of the council members or whatever, just like he was like doing work on his computer like this, and he looks over like smiling, like he knew exactly who it was.
That's funny. Yeah, I love the show that they did on Netflix was really funny. They're like, you always have this friend you call a schmoll. I like that word, schmoll. um, it's funny.
I think they're from Huntington Beach. I mean, all their stuff they do is in Huntington Beach. But yeah, Costa Mesa, Huntington Beach. That's mainly where we do our events. They're the best cities. Huntington Beach could be a little more rougher, like a little more rougher crowd there. Costa Mesa is more, I feel like a lot more creatives, music friendly people in Costa Mesa. Yeah, Costa Mesa is like
Nice.
number one spot to do events. I mean, you can do Santa Ana too. I feel like Santa Ana is too far from. Not it's not too far, but I mean, we're actually our event is in Santa Ana, but it's like right. It's like pretty close on the border of Costa Mesa, so same thing.
Right. Yeah. That's yeah, it's always fun to be down here and play it. And my parents live in Orange County, so
Okay,
I'm gonna get to
same place,
Bam and
Irvine.
yeah, I'm
Turtle
gonna
Neck?
try to have them come this Friday.
Yeah, I'm through. Is that where you're staying, or where are you? Are you going back to San Diego today?
Maybe possibly. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
is there any more? Do we have any more questions?
Nah, I think
Good.
we're all good here. Oh, there's one.
You're
Do you have any relation to Zoolander?
gonna. Why? Maybe.
Maybe. Don't worry about it.
Merman, a merman, not a mermaid, a merman, Daddy.
I've actually never watched. I've just seen bits and pieces.
What?
Of it.
You've never seen Zoolander, dude? You gotta watch Zoolander.
I got to put it on my to-do list.
Put that.
Oh yeah, I could stop her right now, and we could talk after. But we'll close it up right now. All right. All right, and that's a wrap. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, please follow or like whatever the digital platform this is on. Keep it going. But yeah, see you on the next one. Peace.